here with another video. This one I decided to do the color first and then the outline, of which I realized doesn't exactly help with my line work, so I'll probably go back to doing the line work first and then coloring it in like a color sheet. But this is another one with Sophie and Howl. It's when they're walking through the flower fields together, and she does turn young during this part. She was being herself, and then of course she goes old again when she starts getting upset. But I really like what Howl's wearing in this. It's just a lot more plain in a way. You can still see his jewelry, but like his necklace is on the inside of his shirt and his hair is more dull. I did make it a little bit brighter during this, but yeah, my head also continuously gets in the way of the shots. I did have trouble making their faces exactly how they are in the scene, but it's okay because it's art and things don't always end up how you want it. I use this gray here for his hair, of which I could have left it like that, but I overlapped it with the blue to make it more blue colored. I just thought it looked a little bit better with the more blue tone, and it added a bit more brightness. And yes, I don't know why, I used to love it when I did the coloring first. I don't know if you guys like it as much, but I just find it fun doing all the colors and then adding in the line work. But yeah, there's my head again. You can you can see what the next video will be with him in his more bird monstrous form and her young looking at him when he's protecting the house. So that's coming up soon once I have time to do it. Right now I have work and I've been fairly busy, and soon my classes will be starting, but I'm going to try to keep up with this. So yeah. With this dress I ended up picking a brighter blue because I thought it would look better. The Sharpie, however, did not want to cooperate very well. As you can see, all the streaks in it still. I used this gray for hair. It ended up being a little bit too dark, but I like it still, even though it's a little messy. You can see his face. His face looks so cursed without the line work. Now I'm adding in the skin tones. I use the same skin tone for both of them, even though I think it's slightly different. I didn't add extra shading on their faces because honestly I think I forgot, but I tried to shade in her hair with a pencil because I felt like it was just a little too light, just being white. It had to be more silverish gray, and this is where I start adding line work. I started using a small pen, but then I decided to continue with my thick lines, and I started with his face and slowly worked out. I still really like making thick lines. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I guess it's part of my style. I think wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I? Okay, well, I never outlined his necklace, but you know what? It's fine. This is kind of rambly in a way, but I really like this movie, and I'm going to continue to finish it up. We have Sophie and Howl with his bird form, them after everything happens, like when he gets his heart back, and then at the very end when they're on the flying Howl's Moving Castle. And this background, I didn't fill it in completely because some of my markers don't work terribly well, but I definitely tried to get in those pink flowers, a little bit of the yellow with the green. I ended up being more squiggly with it to try to keep the main focus on them, and then you'll see in a moment once I start getting all those colors in, I decided to do a thicker outline with the colors around the characters to try to bring more focus in on it. I also used a darker blue in the sky around his head. But I think it turned out fairly well. Not exactly my best work, but I love making this stuff, and if it makes people watch it, that's nice. I love seeing people comment. But here it is. I hope you guys like it. Bye.